Title: Italy over Turkey? Yaman'S controversial choice sparks uproar, magazine news, and gossip. What happens when a beloved celebrity, adored by millions, makes a choice that doesn't sit well with his audience? Can a single comment shatter the bond between a star and his fans? What happens when personal preferences clash with national pride? These are just some of the questions that have emerged after Yaman, the famous Turkish actor, made a comment that sent shockwaves across both Turkish and international media. On the surface, it seemed like an innocent interview question. But Yaman's answer, a simple Italy, when asked to choose between Italy and Turkey, has sparked a firestorm of debate, leading to a serious fallout. What followed was a public backlash, a major streaming platform removing one of his most recent projects, and a public conversation about identity, loyalty, and the impact of celebrity culture. At Magazine News and Gossip, we're diving deep into this controversy to unravel what really happened, what's at stake for Yaman's career, and how his personal preferences have collided with public expectations. Brace yourself for an inside look into how fame, nationality, and personal opinions can create a perfect storm for a celebrity, with consequences that ripple through both his career and his fanbase. The rise of Yaman, a star with international appeal. Before the controversy, Yaman was enjoying a meteoric rise to stardom. With his striking good looks, impeccable acting talent, and magnetic screen presence, he quickly became one of Turkey's most recognized stars. His breakthrough role in the Turkish drama Erkensikas, Early Bird, not only made him a household name in Turkey, but also catapulted him to international fame, particularly in Italy. What made Yaman's fame even more notable was his seamless crossover into international markets. His charisma, combined with his fluency in Italian, opened doors to commercial endorsements, television appearances, and even acting projects in Italy. His role in the Italian TV show Viola come il mare, Violet like the Sea, further solidified his popularity in the country. To many, Yaman became a symbol of cultural exchange, a bridge between Turkey and Italy, two countries with rich and intertwined histories. But as with all public figures, the more success you gain, the more the spotlight intensifies and the pressure to conform to public expectations grows. It's a double-edged sword that many celebrities have faced throughout history, being adored by millions, yet constantly under scrutiny for every word they speak, every move they make. The controversial interview: Turkey or Italy? The controversy erupted during an interview abroad, where Yaman was asked a straightforward question: Turkey or Italy? Without a second thought, Yaman responded, Italy. At first glance, this might seem like a harmless answer. After all, Yaman had spent a considerable amount of time in Italy, and his career had taken a significant turn in the country. His comfort with the language, the culture, and his work in Italian projects might have influenced his response. It seemed like a simple expression of his personal connection to Italy. However, for many of his Turkish fans, the answer was a slap in the face. In Turkey, where nationalism and patriotism run deep, comments like these can easily be seen as a betrayal. Yaman, who had risen to fame as a Turkish actor and enjoyed immense popularity in his home country, was now perceived by some as distancing himself from his roots. It wasn't just an innocent preference for Italy. It was seen as a rejection of Turkey, the nation that helped launch his career and gave him the platform to achieve his international success. The backlash: fans react with anger and disappointment. Within hours, social media exploded with comments from fans who felt betrayed. The hashtag Yaman began trending as both supporters and critics took to Twitter, Instagram, and other platforms to voice their opinions. Some fans were deeply hurt by Yaman's comment, expressing feelings of anger and disillusionment. For them, the response felt like a slap in the face to Turkish culture, the very culture that had embraced him and propelled him to fame. One fan tweeted, Yaman, you're famous because of Turkey. How could you say that about your own country? Others echoed similar sentiments, accusing the actor of ingratitude and betrayal. The online debate quickly escalated, with some fans calling for boycotts of Yaman's projects, while others defended his right to express his personal preferences. But not all responses were negative. Many of Yaman's Italian fans, who had long supported him through his Italian ventures, rallied behind him, interpreting his answer as an honest reflection of his emotional connection to Italy. After all, Yaman had spent a considerable amount of time in Italy and was building a significant part of his career there. For these fans, his answer was simply a natural response, one that reflected his personal experiences and growth as an international star. The streaming platform response: GN pulls El Turco. As the controversy intensified, Turkish streaming platform GN made a significant and unexpected decision. In an official statement released on their social media accounts, GN announced that they had removed the historical drama series El Turco, in which Yaman plays the lead role, from their platform. Their statement read, "In recent days, comments made by one of the actors from our series El Turco, Yaman, during an interview abroad, have sparked various reactions and sensitivities among the public. At GN, we would like to emphasize that we approach all feedback and criticism with sincerity and that we always value the sensitivities of our nation." This move sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. El Turco was one of GN's most high-profile productions, with a significant budget and a storyline rooted in Ottoman history. The series was more than just a television show. It was a cultural project aimed at promoting Turkish heritage on the international stage. By pulling the series from their platform, GN was signaling that they were taking the public's backlash seriously, and perhaps more importantly, that they were aligning with national sentiment in a highly sensitive moment. The fallout: a celebrity under fire. The decision to remove El Turco from GN's platform has far-reaching consequences for both Yaman and the streaming platform. For Yaman, it represents a public rebuke, not just from his fans, but from the industry that helped shape his career. His relationship with Turkey, a country that has been both his home and his launching pad, is now in jeopardy. The actor, known for his warm, approachable demeanor, now finds himself embroiled in a public relations crisis that could threaten his standing in both Turkey and Italy. For GN, the move represents a calculated decision to protect their brand and their relationship with their audience. The platform's action also underscores the delicate balance between creativity and cultural sensitivity. With El Turco now removed from the platform, GN faces the challenge of navigating a complex media landscape where public opinion can make or break the success of a project. Can Yaman's silence, a strategic move or a mistake? As the drama unfolded, Yaman has remained relatively silent, offering no public response to the backlash. Some speculate that his silence is a strategic move, allowing the storm to die down before issuing a carefully crafted statement. Others believe that it could be a mistake, as fans are demanding answers and clarity. In times of crisis, many celebrities turn to social media to express regret, apologize, or explain themselves. Yet, Yaman has remained coy, and this silence is only fueling the fire of speculation. If Yaman does eventually address the controversy, how will he navigate the delicate situation? Will he apologize to his Turkish fans, or will he stand by his statement? It's a tightrope walk for any celebrity, especially one who has built a career on being a relatable, down-to-earth figure. What's next for Yaman? As the dust settles, many are left wondering, what comes next for Yaman? Will this controversy tarnish his reputation for good, or will it simply become a bump in the road? Yaman has proven time and time again that he has the resilience and the talent to bounce back from challenges. But this situation is different. It's not just a personal issue, it's a national conversation. At Magazine News and Gossip, we'll be keeping a close eye on how this situation unfolds. Will Yaman take the opportunity to learn from the backlash, addressing his fans and offering clarity on his stance? Or will the incident mark the beginning of a new chapter in his career, one where the focus shifts from his Turkish roots to his international persona? The world of celebrity culture is unpredictable, and in this case, one simple answer has set off a chain of events that no one could have foreseen. Conclusion: the price of fame and personal expression. At the heart of this controversy is the tension between personal expression and public responsibility. Can a celebrity afford to express their true feelings, even if those feelings contradict the expectations of their home country? How much power do fans have to shape the careers of those they admire? Ken Yaman's situation is a reflection of the complexities of modern fame, where every word is scrutinized and every choice can have far-reaching consequences. As we continue to follow this story, we're reminded of the power of public opinion and the thin line celebrities must walk between authenticity and loyalty. Ken Yaman's journey may have hit a bump, but it's far from over. Time will tell how this controversy shapes his future and whether his relationship with his Turkish fans can be mended. For now, all we can do is wait and watch as this drama continues to unfold, because in the world of celebrity, the story is never truly over.